The U.S. had so many resources just by the fact that they were taking over many Latin countries. There were many issues with the U.S. Regarding Florida because at first, Florida was letting the Cubans in, so that was something that they wanted to have an idea what was going on. At first, the Cubans were welcomed, but then the Americans decided to just exclude them regarding the color of their skin, of course. But they wanted them to go back. The U.S. believed that the the land that they had figured out was left. It was that they were destined to land, which is crazy to me because it just honestly it just shows that Anglo Americans, if they saw that there was something free or they wanted it, they were just going to take it from you, which is so wrong. And I feel like that kind of goes to show like how history is playing out. Maybe. Um, Latin Americans struggled to keep everything together, especially during the wars. And people fled during the wars, people stayed during the wars, and regardless, the U.S. took advantage of the cheap labor. When immigrants would land in Cuba, there would be people like scouts waiting for them for the cheap labor and all that stuff. Like they would travel everywhere for the cheap labor because they knew how much money that they could accumulate. Yeah. After 1808, everything fell apart because they weren't able to keep the Spanish Empire together, and that's when the Americans basically took over because if they have no other rivals, then they can basically do whatever they want. At this time, also, the Anglo Americans were starting to realize what Texas and if you expand to the west, what they were known for. Basically, Texas was known for cattle, cotton. Arizona was known for copper. California was known for the gold and all that stuff. So they were starting to realize what these states could offer, and that's what basically made them expand to the west. And also regarding the video that I watched, Jose Marti talks about how every immigrant sees that America as like this opportunity, to come and have this dream for yourself and your family. Like no one just leaves their country just to leave. Like there's so much going on in their countries. They want opportunity for themselves, and as soon as Jose Marti comes to the US, he realizes that they're exploiting his people, and that's really not what the American dream is. So basically, America has just been exploiting their own people, which just goes to show how America is and how it's still going on. So he talks about coming to America literally in the 1900s. That's a long time ago. Not necessarily a long time ago, but just know that these things are still going on.